All right, welcome. So today I want to go over Guildfest. It's something that happens every 3 weeks within Lord's Mobile, and arguably it could be one of the most important part of this game. It's the time when everybody within the guild they complete quests and do things to earn gifts as a whole. And what it looks like is something like this here. So if you go into, let's back out all the way. If you go into this tab, you'll see among these, you'll see a Guildfest tab. And by looking at this, these are the tasks that you can complete, or you don't have to, you could wait. So by completing these, and you'll see next phase 1643. And if we look at it here, click on this gift. These are all the gifts that you can earn, and it's a week-long event, 6-7 days event, and you get to choose one of the three prizes on each tier that you're able to get. And in order for you to open up a tier, you would have to earn points as a guild and start opening. So you can see with this particular account that only level 1 or tier 1 was open, and more points that they gain, it will open up the next tier. And how do you gain points? By doing these. So we'll take a look at each one. If we look at it here, heal wounded soldier 240,000. So you have to heal 240,000 soldiers, and there are many others. Now with this particular level, if we click on this right here, it will show you that it's a beginner gauntlet, 6 quest attempts, and there's 15 reward tiers. So this says plus 72, so that whoever that person within the guild completes this will get 72 points towards entire for the guild, and it adds up. And you can see here it's done about 1357 points. In order for them to reach the next phase, they would need 1643 as a guild in order for them to reach next. And if your guild does well enough, like here it's a beginner gauntlet, but if we click on this button, you see that we're ranked 12. The guild itself is ranked 12 within the bracket. And you could see that rank 1 through 5 is yellow. These are the ones that would actually move up to the next tier or next grouping. And you can see if the guild actually gets top ranks, then they can get little additional bonus gifts as well. It is a good way for a guild to bond together and come together and complete or help each other. And now you'll see a trash can here. Reason why you're seeing a trash can on mine is because this particular account is an R4 within the guild, so it's allowed to any R4 or R5 can trash certain quests that they feel that it's not good for anybody. So I will clean this up or clear up the board, let's say, and I can do that for many of the quests that are out there. Now this is an alt guild, that's why it's always sitting at beginner, but there are other levels. And if we click on information here, you can see that there's beginner gauntlet, intermediate gauntlet, advanced gauntlet, expert gauntlet, and master gauntlet, and they all have different quests, different points. You'll also see very similar ones throughout the entire different levels of gauntlets, but I will go over those on individual videos for per gauntlet side. But I just wanted to go over what Guildfest is about. And you notice that during Guildfest that you will not see me post a lot of the fighting videos or whatever. That's because I'm focusing more on Guildfest with multiple accounts that I have. Now if we click on left button here, you will see your rank within the guild and what contribution that particular player has done for the guild. Like this person here has done 3 events or 3 quests for 284. And like earlier we talked about, we get 6 quests. So for you to be able to complete 6 in 6 days is fairly easy. But this particular one, you'll notice a lot of people with 0. That's because it's an alt guild. There's no some guilds will not do Guildfest, or there's no requirement. Majority of the guilds out there require you to be somewhat decent at Guildfest, and will require you to do that, or else they will not let you collect the gifts. Because if you just come here when 99 people are doing all the or contributing all the points, and you're just sitting there and collecting, I don't know, like 20 or what level, or there's actually like 27 different levels of gift tiers that you can hit. Now that wouldn't be fair for the rest of them, right? And you can see how it can distract or cause internal issues within the guild. So R4's job within the Guildfest is to get rid of these nonsense quests. And the thing is, you get 6 quests, and then you get to purchase one more for 1,000 gem. And most guilds will require you to do another purchase for 1,000 gem. So it's actually 7 quests. Now for the beginner, you wanna go ahead and track where your guild is sitting, because your goal obviously is to move up to the next tier or next gauntlet. Here we're not doing that much, but you'll see in the regular like intermediate level, advanced level, master, or expert, they all are going to be really stressing about trying to move up to the next level. So I would highly suggest that use up your quests very carefully and selectively, because you only get 7 attempts. So yes, there are easy quests like this for 47 points, but now you've spent one quest on a 47 pointer when you could have spent it on something else for 100 points. And there are other good quests that you can get for 100 quests that are easy, or even easier than 100 or more than 100 points. And a lot of the guilds are on the upper level. There's actually like 200 points, 300 point quests. So the biggest thing about guild quest is being patient and letting it just wait it out and let the boards clear out and get better quests. Like this one right here, 69 points for 60,000 guild coins spent. There's actually other ones like that gives you 100 points for spending 500,000, and then there's another one that gives you 138 points for spending 1 million coins. And what these coins are the ones that we've been collecting by sending helps. Like this, 528,000 is what I have. So normally a lot of these things, or some of these let's say guild quests, people will tend to save a lot of these so they can use during Guildfest. Okay, well, let's see what else we got on Guildfest. So we have that information bar here, and you can find more level. Obviously, you have to be level 15 to enter, and you have to be in the guild at the start of the event. If you're not in the guild, you won't be able to do any quests. And just because you're in it during and you didn't make it before the event start, you will not be able to collect gifts either. And then abandoning quests, so you can't just pick a quest and cancel, because that will count as one used up opportunity. Let's see what else. So here is a breakdown. Beginner gauntlet is 6 quests with 15, and then master will give you 10 quest attempt with 27 reward tiers. And of course, every single one of these you can gem 1 additional attempt. So this particular video was made for very beginner of the game, because a lot of them actually asked me if I had any tips or whatever for Guildfest. I'm not the best Guildfester out there. I do quite a bit of it, but I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I can beat anybody. No, I really can't. But I can help you steer away from certain ones that you shouldn't be doing, like this 48 pointer for 2 forging equipment. Yes, it's easy, but are you really maximizing your help for the guild? But anyhow, look for other videos on different levels of Guildfest Gauntlet, and you should be able to get little tips here and there. Thanks for watching.